Hello. This is your local fortune teller with the second part of the Gemini moon. What you didn't know is that the Gemini moon spans from the 9th to the 15th. If you've been wondering why you've been seeing a very clear full moon, and also during the day why you've been seeing a full moon, this is why. This is the Gemini full moon. And it's very powerful. Very powerful. Yes. It started at 7 this evening. Actually, it started on the 9th of this month, sort of, depending on your location, because astrology is very specific, very detailed. So, I'm going to run through the motions on this, pretty much, on the proceedings and such. My personal experience, I've been up for like 2 days. I don't know what that's about, if it's related. Anyway, yeah, so the social interactions. I was totally right about it. Big boom. Big intellectual boom. Big emotional boom. Something I forgot about was Gemini is the sign of love. They're the lovers. They're not the sign of love, but they're the sign of the lovers. And that can be traced thoroughly through esoteric means and tarot cards. And they're actually the third representation of tarot cards. And with that, it can be very exciting because this means commune and trinity. Trinity is the important part for anything magical related. If for those of you who are interested in delving or dabbling in magic, that would be the way to go, is the moon. The moon is very important. Nature is very important. I would start by looking up white magic deities and their beliefs, origins, and not just one either. Go through the entire escapade of beliefs. You'll find is very interesting and a lot more accurate than a lot of sciences or religions, actually. Mainly just due to belief and philosophy. The applicability of such ancient sciences is absolutely incredible. The applicability and practice of ancient practices are more pliable than most algebra, and that has a lot to do with it. So that's saying a lot, because any anthropologist knows that there's a lot of math involved in tracing anything, and whether it be the landmark, the environment and such that drew people there, may it be feng shui or things of that nature. It is indeed a very primordial need to communicate, and that is definitely a profound effect on the Gemini moon, and yes, mood, because it is the moon. It is the moon that drives us. It is the moon that moves our water. It is the moon that moves osmosis. Osmosis, specifically as a definition, is water moving into an empty space due to its free-form ability. We have to take that in consideration with the moon, because the moon is strictly water-related. Anything with fluidity, specifically emotional or feminine, inward, yin, think yin, the yin of Gemini, the feminine qualities of Gemini, the inward qualities of Gemini. It's hard because Gemini is the second most masculine sign. They're very outward sign, they're very expressive. Granted, their thoughts are deep and intellectual. Their feeling, that's what gets them, is the emotional value of anything, or the intensity of it. Therefore, with our moon in Gemini, our emotional Status is in an intellectual property state. It's very interesting. It's very stressful. In fact, you can expect a lot of insomnia this season, a lot of sniffly noses or scratchy bronchial cords, a lot of damage to the hands. Remember to wear gloves this month. Very important. Wear gloves. Do it. I know it's dumb, like riding your bike and wearing a helmet. You just feel like an idiot. But I'm warning you. Wear your gloves. Wear a scarf. Wear a scarf and gloves, and I guarantee the outside will be a lot more comfortable. I know that's like, for a lot of people, either some style or some grandma shit or like whatever. But trust me, you'll thank me. You'll thank me for telling you this. Aside the fact that it's like the middle of freaking winter and, we're about to celebrate Yule. It's another thing I wanted to get into. Occult holidays. Occult holidays are so important. In fact, I'll do an entire video on occult holidays for one of my following videos. Perhaps not the next one, but one of them indeed. So, you jokes, enjoy yourselves, and, I'll sit here, dabbling in my sciences and what have you, enjoy your lives, be successful, keep communicating, work through those intense emotional problems that you've been dealing with, because a lot of it has to do with other people. Don't feel afraid to communicate your problems. If something's an ending, it's an ending. If something's positive, damn it, it's positive. Go with it, or cut it off. That's the thing with Gemini, is the dust settles quick, just as fast as the explosion happens. So it's just as fast as all these reactions are happening, you'll find that there's a quick shift in the matter. So